New York, like I said, had some of the strictest gun laws in the United States. They have done everything the left says will work to stop, quote, gun violence. And it's amazing that every town, USA, all the mayors, all the leftists, all the communists that want to take away guns and think they can do that as a mayor or a city councilman or a governor, all this nonsense, their website is unchanged. They have not said one word on this shooting. Why? Because everything that they want to have in place is in New York. So let's look at some of the New York law, and we broke it down into facts instead of code so you can actually look at it. So you see right here, you cannot legally carry a firearm in the state of Arizona unless the firearm is registered, you are registered, you've got your permit. Permits are very hard to get. Not everyone is able to get a permit, which is contrary to the Second Amendment. We know, and we'll get to that. But you can't even buy ammunition unless you own a gun that ammunition goes to. So if you have a 45, you can't go in and buy a box of 9mm ammo. You have to have a background check to buy ammo as well. To even get a firearm card, it's $340 and another 80 some odd dollars for a fingerprint card. Now, that sounds like an infringement to me. And you see on the other side, you see the facts there. On the other side are the disqualifiers. And I want to bring your attention to number 2 especially. Number 1 is obvious. If you've been convicted of an offense or whatnot, but number 2, New York penal law makes the possession of a loaded firearm a felony unless, and it has the exemptions, but you can only have a firearm. And this was the Supreme Court decision. I believe it was Heller. You can have a loaded firearm in your home or business if it's applicable to you. Otherwise, you can't even load it. Can't even buy ammo for it without your license and being a registered owner. So you have to be registered yourself. You have to have your CCW. You must go through all the background checks. Now, when I say background checks, that's universal background checks that they want. So they wanted all these are the things that Democrats wanted. New York City has them. They've got the magazine capacity. They got the high tax on the ammo. They've got all the shenanigans, all of it, everything the left wants. And still we have an assassination of a multi-billion-dollar corporation on the street of New York by someone who didn't follow these. Now, what's not listed on here, I had to look up specifically on the map. This individual was killed in a gun-free zone. So there are signs up there, and these are gun-free zones. So we have the gun-free zone, we have the universal background check, we have the fingerprint card, we have all the shenanigans that would prohibit anyone from possessing a loaded firearm, especially a pistol, in the state of New York, city of New York. And lo and behold, we still have an assassination attempt. Middle of the morning, early morning, the guy is whacked right there with all these laws in place. Murder is still a crime. So these laws did absolutely nothing to stop this criminal.